Imagine an underwater metropolis buzzing with life, home to thousands of species, from tiny shrimp to massive sea turtles. These bustling cities aren't found on land, but beneath the ocean's surface. Welcome to the secret life of coral reefs. But what if I told you that these incredible ecosystems are under threat, and many of us don't even realize how much we rely on them? In today's video, we're diving deep into the hidden world of coral reefs, exploring the intricate creatures that call them home, and why they're more important than you might think. First, let's break down what coral reefs actually are. They're not just colorful rocks or underwater gardens. Corals are living animals, tiny organisms called polyps. These polyps live in large colonies and secrete hard skeletons made of calcium carbonate, creating the structure of the reef. Over thousands of years, these tiny creatures build massive coral structures that can stretch for miles. A single coral reef can be made up of thousands of these polyps, each living in a symbiotic relationship with tiny algae called zooxanthellae. These algae photosynthesize, providing food for the coral, while the coral gives them a place to live. It's one of nature's most beautiful examples of teamwork. Coral reefs are often called the rainforests of the sea, and for good reason. They're among the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet. Despite covering less than 1% of the ocean floor, coral reefs are home to over 25% of all marine species. Within the maze of coral branches, you'll find creatures of all shapes and sizes, brightly colored fish, crustaceans, mollusks, and even larger animals like sharks and rays all find shelter and food here. Some species are so adapted to life in the reef that they can't survive anywhere else. Coral reefs are a complex web of life, and every creature plays its part. At the base of the food chain, we have plankton and small fish that feed on the tiny bits of organic matter floating in the water. These smaller fish are then eaten by larger predators, like snappers, groupers, and even sea turtles. But it's not just about predation. Many fish, like Clina rasa, have a unique role. They help other fish by eating parasites off their skin. It's a form of cleaning service for the fish of the reef, and it's a relationship that benefits both parties. But coral reefs aren't just vital to marine life. They play an essential role in our world too. They protect coastlines from erosion by acting as natural barriers against strong waves and storms. They contribute to local economies, drawing millions of tourists for diving and snorkeling every year. They also provide food to millions of people worldwide. Many coastal communities depend on reefs for fishing, both for sustenance and commerce. Coral reefs are not just underwater wonders, they're lifelines for many of us. But this vibrant world is in crisis. Coral reefs are facing unprecedented threats, and the damage is accelerating. One of the biggest dangers? Coral bleaching. Coral bleaching happens when water temperatures rise, often due to climate change. This stresses the coral, causing them to expel their symbiotic algae, leaving behind only their white skeletons. Without these algae, the coral loses its color and its primary source of food. While corals can sometimes recover, prolonged bleaching can kill entire reefs. And it's not just climate change. Human activity, like overfishing, pollution, and coastal development, is putting immense pressure on these delicate ecosystems. Plastic waste suffocates marine life, while fishing practices like blast fishing destroy coral formations. But there's hope. There are growing efforts around the world to protect and restore coral reefs. Marine protected areas, sustainable fishing practices, and coral restoration projects are all making a difference. Scientists and conservationists are also working to save coral reefs by creating coral nurseries, where coral fragments are grown in controlled environments before being replanted on damaged reefs. Some even think we could one day develop super corals, species that are more resistant to temperature changes and disease. So the next time you think of the ocean, remember that coral reefs are its beating heart. These intricate ecosystems are not only stunningly beautiful, but essential to the health of our planet. They provide food, shelter and protection for countless species, and for us too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video.